Welcome back to the deep dive. We looked into the source material you sent on charmfay.com. It's an online store, sells some nice-looking knitwear, stylish stuff for men and women.
Sounds trendy.
Exactly. And you wanted a clear answer. Is this site legit? And maybe more importantly, what are the specific red flags we can learn from this example to protect ourselves from, well, any scam store out there?
That's the key takeaway, learning the patterns.
Right. So our mission today is kind of a crash course in spotting this digital deception. And honestly, the first thing we found is, well, it's pretty surprising.
Yeah, it doesn't quite add up, does it?
Not at all. You've got this store selling really fashionable items, but it has this absolutely terrible 1.6-star rating on Trustpilot and 0 customer reviews on their own website. None.
That lack of reviews on their own site is a big one right there.
So let's dig into why these ratings are so bad, starting with the actual product people are getting.
Okay, so the biggest thing, the most immediate complaint, is this huge gap between what people thought they were buying and what actually showed up.
Yeah. Right, not just poor quality, but fundamentally different.
Exactly. It wasn't just, oh, this isn't as nice as I expected. People were expecting, say, thick wool sweaters.
Yeah.
And they got these like thin polyester things with prints on them. But the really concerning part for anyone shopping online now is how the deception itself is changing.
Okay, tell us about that change. Because the sources you sent us were full of warnings about the product images specifically.
Well, it's like fraud 2.0, you could almost call it.
Yeah.
The old scam was just stealing product photos from other legitimate websites. Right?
Yeah, we've seen that before.
But the new scam, and this is what buyers are reporting with Charmfay, seems to involve using advanced AI to actually generate pictures of clothes that don't even exist.
Don't exist. How does that work?
The pictures look super professional, maybe even too perfect, impossible lighting, weird details if you look closely. But then the item arrives, and the colors, the fabric texture, it has zero connection to that slick photo you clicked buy on.
Wow. So if the item never really existed outside a computer program, how can you possibly trust what you're buying?
You can't. It makes the whole idea of what you see is what you get totally meaningless.
That's a fundamental breakdown of trust. Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Beyond the product itself, the operational side seems just as messy when people actually try to deal with the company.
Oh, completely.
Yeah.
There's a real lack of transparency, especially around logistics. The company might claim it's shipping locally, implying it's coming from the US or Europe.
To make it seem faster or more reliable.
Probably. But then the tracking information shows it's actually shipping directly from China. That kind of dishonesty right up front, it's a huge warning sign. It tells you they care more about making the sale quickly than building any kind of customer trust.
And I bet that hidden international shipping causes problems later, especially with returns.
You got it. That leads straight into this financial trap if you need a refund. Let's say you buy a $40 sweater, realize it's just a cheap print, and you want to send it back.
What happens then?
You hit the refund wall. First, they often drag their feet responding. Then, customers report being told they have to pay these crazy high international shipping costs to return the item.
Costs that could be more than the item itself?
Often, yes. More than the sweater cost in the first place. And add to that, their customer support is only reachable through a slow email address. No phone number, no live chat option.
So it feels like the whole system is basically designed to make you just give up.
Pretty much. It's less of a return policy and more like, well, a way to make sure they keep your money.
Yeah.
It's incredibly frustrating for buyers.
Thinking about that lack of interaction, here's another red flag you often see with shady businesses these days. Charmfay.com has almost no active social media presence.
Right. Zero.
No Instagram feed showing off their knitwear, no active Facebook page where people could, publicly complain or ask questions, nothing.
And that connects everything, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Why rely only on slow email? Why have no public face? It's likely because they don't want to be held accountable publicly.
Makes sense.
So when you put it all together, the misleading images, maybe AI generated, the difficult obstructive return process, the terrible reviews, and this complete lack of public engagement, it really paints a picture of an operation built for a quick cash grab, not a real business.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this mean for you, the listener, the shopper? After going through all the evidence and the sources, the advice seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's clear.
Don't risk buying from this company. The red flags are just too numerous and, frankly, too serious.
Agreed. But stepping back from just Charmfay, the bigger challenge here, the thing we all need to think about, goes way beyond this one website.
What's that?
It's this AI thing. Now that dodgy retailers can use sophisticated AI to create professional-looking product photos of things that aren't real, how do we, as consumers, adapt? How do we verify authenticity online? How do we build trust when the very images we rely on might be completely fabricated?
That's a really big question.
It is, and it's something we're all going to have to grapple with in this new era of online retail. How do we trust what we see? That's the real puzzle moving forward.